Good Monday morning, collective. I am Quan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. I also have a big mouth. Good Lord. Y'all, we still got one more day before that Lionsgate portal closes tomorrow. Empress Love, much love. Pink Tarot, Katora, much love. Cheryl, Le Bouaf. Are you French? Beautiful name. Fox that one. Fair use. Grand rising, everybody. We still got until tomorrow. If there was something to take advantage of this Lionsgate portal energy. So I truly hope that everybody has stayed in a high vibration and continue to focus over these past few days and over the weekend on whatever it is you want to manifest. I know I did. I actually made sure with intention, didn't look at any negativity. I didn't watch any negative videos, even bad news. This entire time, for the past few days, starting on the 8th, the day the Lionsgate portal opened, I listened to high vibrational gospel music, African and American, the whole time. Victory, increase, success, only music, blessed, I'm prosperous, I'm victorious. I see nothing but increase. I see nothing but miracles. Every direction I turn in, my blessing is here. This is here. Anything that I wanted, I only focused on that, and I only sang and listened to positive, high vibrational gospel music, and listen to high vibrational talk. And intentionally, with intention, I made sure I shut everything negative out. And we should be like that all the time. But I mean, you have to see the good and the bad in the world and know about things. But specifically during this Lionsgate portal. And we got one more day of this. So tomorrow is when the Lionsgate portal closes. So make sure your intentions, anything you wrote down on paper, make sure you keep a clear vision and thought of what you want to manifest. All right, so let's go ahead and if you are a person with good energy and you make your own oils or anything like that during this Lionsgate portal energy, it was a good time to also mix your oils, protection herbs, and anything that you make or create. It was a great time to make that and take advantage of that energy as well, because I re-upped on all. I made a lot of my protection oils during these last few days. Okay, now somebody's whole spiritual criminal network relies heavily on fear. Okay, there are two major emotions. There are only two major emotions, and everything else is under these two umbrellas, both love and fear. Okay, now low self-esteem falls under fear. Okay, fear of rejection, fear of instability, fear of lack of things that you need: roof over your head, food on a table, the ability to provide, fear of not having love, fear of a lot of different things. Okay, fear of embarrassment, and this whole criminal network, it only can survive if you're in fear. Okay, and they were dependent on you having low self-esteem in order for their plan to work against you. See, you can't have self-love for what their plan for you is. Now, understand, the people that are a part of this criminal network, they all have low self-esteem, and they lack self-love. They don't love themselves. They don't truly love themselves. Okay, and they have low self-esteem. So they project onto other people who they are. Okay. And sadly, because these are unhealed people that are a part of these spiritual criminal networks, they don't go through the healing process. So they don't go through the upgrades either. And their whole entire network was based off of an old ideology. They didn't catch the upgrade because, yes, There was an upgrade that happened to men and women all over the planet. You didn't see it with your eyes, but when we move and change from the Piscean age to the Aquarian age, and this new information and the Christ consciousness has flooded the atmosphere, the people that were open to love and to healing, the people that made the right decisions and went inside to do the healing work, they got the upgrade. Now, whereas before, uh, let's talk about women specifically. Whereas before, because the whole patriarchal system was set up off of you not knowing your power, because you not having self-esteem and finding ways to control your self-esteem and make it completely 100% dependent on a man to tell you whether or not, to validate for you whether or not you're somebody worth loving, whether or not you're important, whether or not you can appreciate yourself, for you not to rely on your own mind and not to rely on your own energy. Okay. The upgrade that happened was before, it was thought of as a failure and a shameful thing, not by us, but created by patriarchy. If a woman reached a certain age and she was unable to get a husband and she was by herself, you were considered a hag, an old hen. You're not good enough, because all of your value, and it's men and women these cults target, but specifically women, because this ideology that was put out by a patriarchal system, that a woman's whole value was based on her ability, like an animal or an object, to sell herself, to make someone want to purchase her because she's skilled domestically and she looks good enough and physically appealing enough to use as a sex slave and a housekeeper, basically. Okay, her ability, those two abilities, that was your whole worth. And only a man could validate that in a marriage, because that meant that someone was willing to purchase you. Okay. And this, there has been an upgrade. There's been an upgrade in consciousness now, whereby through self love and self realizations that come with the Christ consciousness, that are allowing both men and women to balance their masculine and feminine energy in a healthy way and to produce romantic love, to see each other as humans by doing the healing work, and to start to have more empathy and compassion for each other, starting off by having empathy and compassion for yourself through self love. That in this new day and age, the upgrade is, if you're in a marriage wherein you're objectified, now you're looked at like you have low self esteem. Now you're looked at like you don't have self love. And with this upgrade, it means you either marry. If you marry, and you're appreciated by someone that respects you as a human being, and will pour everything into you that you pour into them. Okay, spiritually, energetically, reciprocated love. Real love. Okay. And if you can't have a successful marriage based on that, then you have enough self love and self esteem to be single by yourself. And that is the new upgrade. That's the new way. That's self esteem. That's how everybody is looking at it. The mentality has changed. But because these people didn't get that upgrade and they're operating on a low ass frequency, they're still operating under that old mindset of emotional codependence and validation and objectification. So they've been waiting for years now for you to crack. Now, what I got with self esteem was, they were waiting for your self esteem to go down by keeping you either single or waiting for you to get in a toxic relationship with someone that would put you in your place and let you know you ain't nothing, you're not important, and I'll breadcrumb you and keep you in line using some old ass alpha male strategy, red pill strategy to control your self esteem. That way, I can control and have access to your divine feminine energy. And when you didn't crack, a couple of years went by, you didn't crack, and they were like, okay, they won't get into a toxic relationship. So don't worry. Being alone all this time, they're gonna start overeating, or they're gonna let themselves go, because this was the way back in the day. You let yourself go when you see you can't marry or get in a relationship with somebody. So you're gonna let yourself go. You're not gonna fix your hair up. You're not gonna do this. Don't worry, wait it out. She's about to be 40, and they waited out your 40s. And they were like, "That's okay. It's getting close any day now. Come on." They're gonna let's send these videos in their stream about miserable older women or miserable people or whatever. Wait it out any minute now, any day now, any day now. This is because these idiots they didn't get the upgrade. They didn't get the upgrade. And I'm talking about the upgrade to their consciousness and awareness, that now it's like the cool thing is self-love. Like, really, the cool thing is self-love. They don't hear the drones and not drones. They don't hear and see the thousands and billions of men and women out here that are choosing to be single because of self-love. And because of it, they are focusing and pouring all their energy into themselves. They're drinking their water. They're drinking kale smoothies. Well, if I got to be alone, I'm going to find something positive. They're getting healthy. They're putting all these YouTube videos out. Oh my God, when I stay single, I notice I look better. I'm prettier. My skin is more buoyant and healthier. Oh my God, when I'm single, I can focus because no one's messing with me emotionally. My emotional body, when it's protected, I'm making more money. My creativity is going crazy right now, and I'm at peace. And they didn't get the upgrade. They literally didn't get, they thought that with the old ideology, see, the people that did not get the upgrade, what they did, what they do is, oh, well, I'm worthless because I'm single, because I'm dependent on marriage for validation, someone picking me or choosing me. You understand? And they are the ones that let themselves go. But the new thing is, people that choose to be single rather than a toxic relationship, you're emotionally sound. Then your self-esteem goes through the roof, and you pour all your energy into yourself. And then everybody's on spiritually and physically fitness journeys right now, and they're showing themselves, and you're looking great. You're looking better. Your skin is looking supple and young and stress-free, and you're in the best shape of your life. You understand? So these people, up until today, they were trying to have patience. This is the reason patience came out. Patience came out because I'm picking up on a fire sign that said, "Don't worry, I promise you, just give it 3 more years and they're going to crack." And the only thing that happened to you is you got better. So that's when these people started becoming more aggressive and started showing themselves in the person. That's where the witchcraft attacks and the heavy following you around, and the death spells and trying to affect your finances, because they couldn't affect your self-esteem. But even that still forced a transformation. It helped. For some of you all, these people started attacking your finances, so that you would have to really budget yourself. But let me explain something. If you attack a person's finances, that is in the highest vibration of love, all they're going to do is find something positive. In other words, if you couldn't afford to go out and eat or have disposable income to do extra things, you're going to do things you can afford to do. Let me see, what can I do that's free? These people have attacked my finances. They're chasing me off of jobs because of the gang stalking. What can I do that's free? I can listen to my favorite high vibrational music. I can walk. Oh, well, I'm on a budget. What can I buy? I can cook some slamming ass greens. I can make some kale smoothies. And that on a budget, I could do that and walk and drink water, lemon ginger water. Oh my God, look at my body. Oh my God, on a budget and not wasting any money, walking around, listening to music, eating greens and eating kale. Look what it's done to me. You understand? These people, every single thing that they have done, every pressure they put on you, it's like pressure makes diamonds. Pressure makes diamonds. Anything these people do to you, it actually is pushing and making you better. Like, really making you better, making you look better, making you healthy. And you were doing that anyway, but it really forces it. Okay? Even the discipline. Like, okay, while they're doing this to you, and the money they're stealing from people, and being lazy, and the things they're doing, they're eating junk food, and their skin is looking bad, and they're not looking healthy. You understand? These people are not looking healthy. They're losing sleep. They're in bad shape. Okay, they're in bad shape, regardless. Their hair, everything. They're unhealthy because they put out negative energy. So they thought if they were patient with you, that the older you got, if you stayed single, that your self-esteem would be low by now and you would let yourself go. But the opposite happened. And the reason the opposite happened is because you operate on a higher frequency, your mindset. So because your mindset is so positive, all you did was get better and look better. And it angered them more because they were waiting on you to fall. And because of that, their spiritual attack manifested into the physical realm, where it became more obvious to you. Before, they were doing this behind the scenes, running around behind the scenes, kind of below the radar, doing subtle things at your job with the gang stalking, subtle things with technology to block you, subtle things with if you met someone, a love interest, pulling him to the side, and suddenly people would stop talking to you, or people would ghost you. It's because they were approaching people behind the scenes, and to isolate you. But it was a little more subtle. But when they saw you looking better and better and better, and they were looking worse and worse and worse, they got triggered. And that's when they got aggressive, and showed themselves to you, literally following you around, and coming literally to your home, to throw spell work, and giving you the evil eye, following you around and making themselves seen in the physical. That's how you know when you're under demonic attack. When they can't have an effect on you, and it gets so bad for them that they have to manifest in the physical in front of you, and you get to actually see the demons. That's when they show themselves to you. Now, very quickly, somebody don't know the difference between a worm and a caterpillar. Okay. Somebody don't know the difference between a worm and a caterpillar. And I'm going to explain why. None of these people, especially people they have sent toward you, man or woman, to catfish you. There's somebody from your past that will never, ever, ever, ever get an opportunity with you. Not in this lifetime, because they don't know the difference between a worm and a caterpillar, and they don't know how to catch a butterfly. Now, we all know a worm is a worm, and a worm will never be anything more than a worm. And worms are useful. We love worms because they fertilize the soil. You can catch fish and a lot of other good things. But a worm will never be nothing more than a worm. But a caterpillar, you know the difference, because caterpillars are slightly bigger than a worm. And they've got these crawlers. And caterpillars, before their transformation, have a certain marking on them. They have certain marking, identifiable marks on them. And you can see by looking at a caterpillar, you can kind of get an idea of the beautiful potential it has, and the beautiful butterfly that it will one day become, based on the markings on that caterpillar, even if it hasn't transformed yet. Now, you are a caterpillar, they are worms. Some of these demonic archon spirits will never be a caterpillar. They were born a worm, and they'll die a worm. But they recognized you as a caterpillar. They saw the markings on you, and those markings indicated to them that you had potential to become a beautiful butterfly. And they knew one day when you go through a transformation and you would fly away, they would never be able to catch you again, because you would never be on the ground, because both a caterpillar and a worm start out on the ground. So these people, in their pursuit of you, they identified you much like Siddhartha the Buddha was identified by the marks on his hands and his feet and parts of his body. And they already knew, oh, this one right here is going to be, has the possibility to turn into a master. They have the possibility, they have the markings on them to be something very great. And once they cross over and transform and become that, well, Jesus, once I can see the markings right now, once he goes through enlightenment, in this lifetime, he's going to be a master. if we can just stop him before he goes through that transformation, because once he gets his wings, he's never going to touch the ground again. He will never ever touch the ground. So let's try to jump on him and stomp him out before he gets off the ground. So these people were coming at you when you were a caterpillar still on the ground. Some of them might have got you. You might have been in some toxic relationships, but through the lessons that you learned and you getting the lesson and self-reflecting instead of getting into projection energy, you passed your test. You took accountability for the part that you played in what you allowed people to do to you in your life. Okay. You didn't become a victim. You operated out of love instead and got in self-reflection. You were able even to not become a victim to your childhood circumstances because by staying in an energy of non-projection and self-reflection, it allowed your spiritual eyes to open. Because love emanated from your heart, it allowed your spiritual eyes to open and your higher chakras to get in alignment, which allowed you to see that whatever you went through in childhood, although on the physical realm in this life you're a victim, you're not a victim on the spiritual realm, because it's karma from things that are done in past lives. But you can't have that awareness unless you're operating out of love and self-reflection. You can't see that. You're going to only see yourself as a victim, and you might think to victimize others. That's why we have to stay in the energy of love. When you took accountability for the part that you played in abuse from people in the future, and you went into your childhood and did the healing work and put the boundaries up where you didn't have it, because you understood the conditioning of your mind based on whatever trauma or situation or conditioning you were subject to in childhood. When you went back and balanced your dark and light energy and understood wrong from right, and healed that aspect about you, as you did that self-reflection, it allowed you to put up more and more boundaries. It allowed you to get better and better and better until you can't get with anyone toxic at all. Whatever. You cannot connect with people, places, and things at all that will victimize you again. Okay. And because of that, you are single and isolated to anything that's toxic. You only allow those that serve your highest good into your auric field, into your life, because you're a beautiful butterfly now, whether you are a man or a woman. Let me explain. When you were a caterpillar, they saw the potential in you to become something beautiful because you already had the markings on you. They knew that about you. Those markings were spiritual. Okay. They saw the potential. The worms saw that you were a caterpillar. So they tried to see if they could marry you off or get you into a connection with another worm. But because you learned the lessons, you went through a forced transformation and you turned into a beautiful butterfly. Now, who in my collective knows how to catch a butterfly? Man, woman, who knows how to catch a butterfly? Can somebody tell me how you catch a butterfly? How do you catch a butterfly? Can somebody tell me? How do you catch a butterfly? Somebody tell me real quick. Tell me the right way to catch a butterfly. Can somebody tell me? Okay, I'm gonna just talk about it, okay? Because y'all know I miss you too, Cullen, and I love all of y'all. Empress love, Yolanda, Stefan, welcome everybody. Fair use, Leah, Empress High Priestess. Good morning, much love everybody. CPT and Cook MS, Temperance. Let me cook for a minute, y'all. Let me tell you how you catch a butterfly. Some of you all might. Thank you. You don't. You don't catch a butterfly. Thank you, Temperance. Thank you, Sage Master. You don't catch a butterfly. You attract it with your energy. Let me explain. I was waiting for somebody. I was waiting for somebody to say with a net. I was waiting for somebody to say with a net that still needs to go into self-reflection. Okay? Because you do not catch a butterfly with a net. That's a trap. That's trapping a butterfly. Okay? You do not, I know what I'll do. I'm going to plant the bush that grows the flowers that attract butterflies. And when the butterflies come, I'm going to stand here and wait for the butterfly to acknowledge me and kiss my ass for planting this bush. And if this butterfly don't come to me and thank me for planting this bush with these flowers here, I'm going to cut them down and I'm going to completely destroy the bush and take it away. I'm going to take away that nectar. I'm going to take away the scent, the food that I put out if that butterfly does not come to me like I want it to. So I tried to catch it with a net and it flew away from me. So I put bushes out that grow flowers that attract butterflies because I waited for the butterfly to acknowledge me and it didn't. So I took the bush away and I cut down that life form and took it away from them, like they tried to take away your finances so that you would be trapped. And you would need them for food and sustenance and shelter to trap you because they wanted you to acknowledge them. I'm going to take this job away from you. I'm going to get you fired. I'm going to do this. I'm going to stop your finances. That's equivalent. Nope, that don't work either. Because if you take away the bush that grows a certain type of flower that attracts butterflies, then they're not going to acknowledge you and be like, why'd you take the bush away? The butterfly's not going to come there anymore. That butterfly is going to fly off to greener pastures somewhere else. How you attract a butterfly is with your energy, right? Butterflies are extremely hypersensitive. They say that you have positive energy if a butterfly lands on you. How you attract a butterfly is by being in the highest vibration of love. And that's it. Nothing more. By not putting any negative energy out. By not putting any thoughts out like as soon as you get close enough to me, I'm going to snatch you. Anybody as a child that ever touched or caught a butterfly knows that their wings are like ink. If you even touch, they're so fragile. If you even touch the wings of a butterfly, the ink will get onto your fingers. It's like it's like glitter. It's like your magic, your fairy juice. If you can, but they feel like if I can catch this butterfly, I can get some of his magic and I'll crumple and crush the wings and destroy it and it'll kill the butterfly. That's why a butterfly keeps its distance. A butterfly will never land on a toxic person. I know because butterflies come and land on my forehead. They land on my shoulder. They land on my shoulders, my lap. All the time, butterflies will come land on my shoulder, my back. They'll come land right on my nose all the time. All the time. I take pictures of them because I know, because I've watched butterflies because I don't have a choice because they follow me. I watch butterflies and I've studied them. They can sense energy so keenly. And how you don't catch a butterfly, you attract a butterfly by not having negative, harmful intentions towards it. They can read energy. And if they know you will never harm them and you won't hurt them, they will land on you. They will literally land on your body. And what you do is you just sit there and it'll land on you and sit there for you to enjoy and look at its beauty until it flies off. You don't catch a butterfly. Okay. But unfortunately, these people don't understand that. And none of these people that wanted to be in a relationship with you will ever be worthy of you until they learn how to catch a butterfly. If you can't sit down and attract a butterfly to you with your energy, and a butterfly can't come and land next to you or on your body, that means that you're in it's sensing some negative energy where it doesn't feel safe around you, and it can feel your energy, and it's not going to land on you or anywhere around you. It's going to stay as far away from you as possible. And that's how people, men and women that are healed, are. If we sense that you have bad intentions, you won't get us. And if you do something to affect our stability or our food or anything that we need, we're not going to come to you and kiss your ass. We are just going to move on to other calmer waters and go somewhere else seeking whatever it is that we need. If you want a butterfly, you put out what a butterfly needs. You want to plant some bushes that butterflies tend to like and be around, and you never try to catch them once they come to you. Once they come for that bush, you sit close to it and you just appreciate the beauty of them from a distance. You just look at them and watch them, and you appreciate that moment. You love with that's how you can also practice loving with detachment. Let me explain. If you want to cultivate your heart chakra, if you would like to cultivate your heart chakra and your solar plexus, if you would like to cultivate your heart chakra and solar plexus and practice loving with detachment, get a bird feeder. Okay. Don't put no bird in a cage. Get a bird feeder. Okay. Or get the hummingbird nectar thing. I have them outside my home. Or plant something that butterflies like, if you like nature. And then you just sit back. And when the birds come, when the hummingbirds come, and when the birds come for the bird feeder, you just enjoy watching them. The bluebirds, the cardinals, all the different. You're gonna get woodpeckers. You're gonna get all kind of birds as long as you don't disturb them. That's how you love with detachment. Do you understand? When the butterflies come, don't disturb them. Just watch them with your eyes and appreciate the beauty, and don't move. Love, that's how you learn how to love with detachment. You understand? Not by capturing something and out of fear that you're never going to see it again, hold on to it so tight that you crack and break his bones and destroy his wings. You understand how you love with detachment? And I've seen this. I've seen a neighbor get a bird cage and put a bird inside of it and torment the bird by keeping a bird with wings. Why do you think a bird has wings? Not to sit inside of a cage. That bird was so depressed. I got a bird feeder, and I got the same birds every single day come back to my home 3 and 4 times a day, and I get to look at them 10 times as much as somebody in a bird feeder. You understand? Do you watch a bird? Do you watch a bird in a cage 24 hours a day? Then why does a bird need to be in a cage 24 hours a day if you don't sit in front of it watching it 24 hours a day? What about a human being? Do you watch a human being 24 hours a day? Do you need to be breathing down somebody's neck 24 hours a day? Let me explain something. When you love with detachment, you allow a thing to be itself and to move around and do what it needs to do. And when it doesn't feel like you're going to attack or break his legs or arms or wings, so you can control it out of fear that you'll never see it again, it won't be afraid to come and go and come and go. You understand? Love with detachment. And because I put a bird feeder out, I've gotten such a beautiful array of all different types of, if I could name all of them, different types of birds. And I get to see them more than a person that has a bird in a cage. They come and go freely several times a day, all throughout the day, all day long. I'm never in lack of being able to behold and see the beauty of these birds ever, because they come and go and they know they're free to come and go anytime they want. That's love with detachment. That's love with detachment, and they love it. So I get to enjoy them. So if you're a don't get me wrong, we're all a work in progress. If you ever lost somebody or had problems in a relationship because maybe out of fear, you or another person was afraid of losing someone, so you were overly controlling. Practice one way to practice love with detachment is to observe birds in with a bird feeder. Another thing, just observe them and see how they keep coming and go, and eventually you know and can predict what time they're coming. You know what time, like they will be on a schedule on their own, and they'll come and go and come and go and come and go. Okay. So these people were waiting for your self-esteem to plummet, but because they didn't get the upgrade of that Christ consciousness, which is operating on a higher love frequency, whereby self-love is being promoted amongst men and women on the planet that got the upgrade. There was an upgrade, which is why a lot of men and a lot of women are becoming less shallow, and they're practicing more self-love. I don't have to. I don't have to, because I have low self-esteem, go after a woman and lead only with money, and have a certain type of trophy wife or woman anymore. Your value comes from within. I can recognize someone that can love me and appreciate me for who I am, because I'm going to show my best self, and I'm not going to lead with money. Okay. I'm not going to lead with money. I'm going to show that I have good leadership qualities. I'm going to show that I love myself. I'm going to show that you cannot impress me with your looks alone. I'm not going to just be a simp to you just because you shaped a certain way and you have an entitlement complex to the point of delusion and think that I'm supposed to, for a perfect stranger, empty out my whole wallet. No, I'm going to get to know your mind and see if you're even worth my time. You understand? And you're not going to emotionally blackmail me because and rush me and peer pressure me into emptying out my whole wallet on a perfect stranger that I don't even know. Okay. There are women out here that are now practicing self love. They understand now to protect your sexual energy. Men too, protect your sexual energy. Okay. Because it's worth so much, it's so valuable. Okay. You have to take your time and vet people and see who's wearing a mask and who's not, who's worthy of you and who's not. How much do you love yourself? What would you never do to yourself or someone you love, and you would never allow an outsider, especially someone you're dating, to speak to you a certain way if you wouldn't speak to yourself that way? You understand? Or if you don't speak to your children that way, you would never allow somebody to be passive aggressive with you, to insult you, to demean you, to ignore you, to be emotionally unavailable to you. You deserve the absolute best. You would never allow someone to breadcrumb you, to play in your face, to emotionally manipulate you, to play around with your self-esteem. You would never allow someone to use you in any kind of a way or tell you that you don't have any value and then treat you as such. You know, men and women are both that have gotten the upgrade operating out of self-love, and they're remaining single unless they can attract real love. Okay. So because of that, people that got the upgrade that were targeted by these people cannot be affected. Tell me about health. What is health? Clarify health. Clarify health. Someone reversed an ending during the Lionsgate to try to do spell work on you. Of course, it didn't work. It was a bad investment, and they couldn't get away with causing any type of health condition to arise. The rich lady is your energy, okay? You are prosperous and abundant because you attract the people, places, and things that only serve your highest good. You are rich, okay? And understand the definition of rich. We're not talking about man's definition of rich. Rich is when you can eat healthy foods and you can have a healthy lifestyle and have healthy, enriched people, friends, community, and people in your life. You understand? Or keep to yourself and stay in a positive energy and mindset and be healthy. Okay. Rich is very different than their definition of rich. We're not talking about the wealth class 1%. They're not rich. They're miserable. They're completely miserable because a lot of them, the things they had to do to gain money, which is what is money? What is money? Money means nothing. It's about the things that you can get with money, like real food, okay? Like shelter. Do you understand? There was a time before money where people built civilizations, where real food exists, shelter existed, happiness, arts and craft and music and joy and laughter and families and marriages and children and entertainment existed before money. Do you understand that? Yes, they're poor in spirit. Do you understand? Huge societies existed that were rich with culture and dance and artwork and jewelry before money, where people, they ate the best organic, most natural foods. They made love. They were happy. They were loving on each other. And then they had ceremonies where entire villages came together and they showed off their wealth in the form of their dancing and their singing and artwork and loving on each other and celebrations that they were having. That is rich. Looking at the beautiful families and the beautiful children that the families of a village produce, and bringing them together in marriage and fertility celebrations. This all happened before money. Do you understand? The rich that we're talking about is rich in spirit. Do you understand? It has nothing to do with green money or different color money in other countries. It has nothing to do with that. You were rich before money was invented. Do you understand? Rich is when you have joy that emanates from within, and the people around you have that same joy, and you can all come together in celebratory energy. Every morning, you greet each other, you see each other. Good morning, Auntie. Good morning, Uncle. You live in a community of loving people where positive energy is constantly being exchanged. A healthy community. Everybody is seen as a mother. Every adult seen as a mother, a father, a uncle, a auntie. A healthy community. Rich. The best foods. Have you ever lived in a loving community? We're not talking about money here. Have you ever lived in a loving community at a time when people don't have to lock their doors and everybody can go to everybody's house? You got dinner, food cooking, healthy foods. The aroma in a whole community of families doing things family does. That is rich living. That is rich. Okay. What is this court official energy? Something is coming to an end right now. Fatality, an ending, a dark outcome, a misfortune. What is this death card? This coffin. Somebody's offer was rejected. So yeah, they did a death spell that will never work because your frequency and vibration is too high. The Five of Pentacle reverse, the Six of Pentacle reverse, something that they were trying to do that was unfair and unequitable is coming to an end. This could have to do with trying to affect your finances. With court official here, the Five of Pentacles, somebody's about to be in poverty and they have no hope. What is the energy crowning this read? They said start right here. Let's go. Sorry, I had to give a Lionsgate quick sermon this morning. Let's get it. What is the energy crowning this read? What is the energy crowning this read? Ooh, the card fell on the floor, child. These people are the wounded warrior waiting for you to have low self-esteem. They waited. I can't lie. They literally waited. They literally were the energy crowning this read. They literally were waiting. They thought that you being single, they waited for years for you to fall into some depression being single. Like if you're a woman and you're still single. You know what that says about you. Yes, that you love yourself and that you have self-esteem. That's what that says about you in 2025. This is not 19. This is not 1909. This is not the 1800s. What that says about you in 2025 is that you love yourself. If you're not in a relationship where someone respects and loves you from a heart space that you have a mental connection with, the sex lasts. That means that you love yourself because you're not willing to be an object to somebody. You have to be respected and acknowledged. You have to be with someone that honors your vessel, the whole vessel. That means your mind too. You have to be with someone that has emotional intelligence that's going to give you and nourish you with everything that you need, not just physical things. You're not an animal. You don't just need food and shelter like an animal. You need a mental stimulation and a mental connection and reciprocation and someone to care about what you care about, someone to care about how you feel. You understand? That means you love yourself. Somebody thought again that if they waited a couple of years, we'll just wait till she turned 45. I promise you, by the time she turns 45, if she's still single, she will either get into a relationship out of desperation or she'll let herself go. Watch, because that's what we would do. That's what we would do. They didn't get the upgrade. Of course, that's what they would do. They did not get the upgrade. The rest of us got the upgrade. The upgrade, and you see all the young and older people or screaming it on YouTube like, I am single and healthy and happy, and I will not give myself to toxic love because I love myself. You understand? That's the new thing. That is the upgrade and the new mentality. It means in 2025 that you love yourself if you're single. If you're single, because there's nothing available out there where there's mutual respect and love. So they're the wounded warrior waiting for you to let yourself go. All you did was get better. Okay. You grew your butterfly wings. You went through a transformation. Okay. Because somebody was waiting to make you an offer. It could be a fire sign. I got the Queen of Wands energy. This could have been a woman or a man, even. Okay. Somebody was waiting to make you an offer, but they were waiting for you to be broken down to nothing. Can you believe somebody was actually waiting on you and they're in a mental imprisonment and they're closed emotionally right now? Whoever this person I'm picking up on, they are closed emotionally right now because they're in a mental imprisonment, wondering why you're not open yet to accepting toxic love. They're like, what the hell? What the hell? We've been watching their ass 24/7 to make sure that nobody talks to them. I know we guard their phone. I know they haven't had sex with nobody because we follow them everywhere. Like we chase them into their house damn near every day with this gang stalking. So I know, I'm not gonna say that. Like, what, that bitch in there playing with a what is she doing? I know she got to be lonely. I know his ass is lonely. Don't worry. He gonna spend his money on you. Don't worry. He gonna let you in. Look how you look, looking like that. He better open up to you. We gonna clown him because he don't have no woman. We gonna clown him. He gonna spend his money, open up that wallet, and you gonna do some sex magic on him. I know he don't think he better than you. Look what you look like. Don't worry. Don't worry. You gonna get him. He gonna simp. Don't worry. He gonna give in and he gonna simp because we're gonna block him from having or meeting any nice women. He's not gonna meet any real women that will really reciprocate and show real love. Don't worry, we'll block him. We only gonna send toward him these little gold digging energies that look a certain way. Why would he turn you down? You're attractive. What is he, gay or something? Who does he think he is? Standards. I know he needs sex. He a man. This is the energy of these people. Somebody was trying to wait you out. These little witches and warlocks were trying to wait you out. Like, you gonna spend money on me because you're gonna spend money on me because I promise any female, I will destroy any relationship or any woman that you try to talk to and go toward. I'll lie about you. I'm gonna block you. If this is your baby mother, I'm gonna make sure that I drive any woman out of your energy as long as I'm attached to you with my negative energy. Okay. So if this is a man or woman, somebody's in a mental imprisonment and they're literally shut down emotionally right now because they knew by now. They were waiting to make you an offer. They were like, but this person still has self-esteem. I'm confused. What is the obstacle? The obstacle is your self-esteem. Okay. Yeah. The obstacle is your self-esteem. The Four of Wands reverse. You ain't letting nobody into your home. And they're so emotional about it. And you're full of energy. What is the obstacle? You have abundant energy and you're not letting nobody into your home. That home energy is your vessel, your body, because you love yourself. And because you love yourself, you're not going to let anybody come walking up in your house, your physical vessel, or your home. You love yourself, honey. And that's killing with this death card. That is killing this spiritual practitioner, this warlock or witch that wants you to take an offer from them. It's killing them. The Empress reverse. This might be a woman or a man. It's killing them. Or this could be a woman that's sending warlocks toward you because she wants your energy. Okay, I picked that up too. There is a witch energy, an older woman that wants your energy to revitalize herself. And she wants your essence. And she's a part of a cult, and she's been sending men out to you to catfish you, to get your energy for her. But you're closed emotionally. You won't let anyone in your house spiritually because this witch over here, this might be an older woman, is waiting on your energy. Ciao. What happened in the recent past? What happened in the recent past? All right. Somebody could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Oh, okay. There it is. That's the truth. There is, okay, this might be a masculine energy, could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising. That's clarity. There is a King of Wands, or this is a fire sign waiting to get your energy. Okay. Somebody could have a fire and water placement in their chart. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag. Somebody is waiting on your energy. It's a feminine. And there's a masculine that was waiting for you to have low self-esteem, so that he could make you a bum offer, and he could come in, have sex with you, and breadcrumb you and funnel your energy to this woman, this witch energy right here. And he's closed emotionally and she's closed emotionally because they can't get your energy. Tell me more about the situation right now. Someone might have Aries in their chart. Someone could have Taurus in their chart. The Hierophant reversed. So these people didn't see because they lack foresight. These people did not see, someone could be a Cancer too. These people, okay, this is the butterfly energy here. See, what these people could not see, because they lack foresight and intuition, and because they did not get the upgrade that came on Earth. There was an upgrade that happened, y'all. Everybody didn't get it. The rapture already damn hit. You hear me? Y'all remember, those of you that are familiar with Christianity, how the Bible would talk about the rapture? No one knows the day nor the hour in which the Son of Man comes, because he's going to come like a thief in the night. The rapture the Bible was talking about in Revelation was an energy shift that was going to happen. You wouldn't know the day or the hour. Just like Bobby Hemmett was talking about in a lecture back in the day, trying to predict the exact time. That's like filling a house up with water, and predicting what time is a house going to be filled to the top with water. You can't say the exact minute and second, but you can estimate on it'll probably happen between this time frame and this time frame. You understand? Based on the rate the water is filling up the house, we could assume that uh, by the third week of May, halfway into May, it should be the water should have reached the top. Okay, that's a general idea, and it's the same thing with the rapture. A shift has occurred. It didn't happen. It happened like just overnight. It happened over like a period of time during an astrological transit. A rapture hit, and there was a shift of consciousness. And the people that were on the right frequency are the people that literally shifted into a higher vibration. And those are the people right now that did the shadow work, that will be alone rather than collaborate with toxic people. And because of that, your spiritual eyes are open and you're able to see the truth in what's going on, and your foresight is clear. So you know how to move out here in these spiritual streets in this new world that we're living in. Okay, because you healed yourself through self-reflection, and because of that, you made decisions in your life not out of ego, but out of a grounded practicality mindset. And you might be in a good situation today and making good moves in your life because you did the healing work. When the rapture hit, that I'm telling you, your spiritual eyes open, and now you see everything you need and you know how to move. Okay. And also with love, all these people have been banished from your energy, and they can't hurt you and they can't harm you. Now they can go after the people of the same vibration as them that are still living on that in their reality. You're not even in these people's reality anymore. Now, whoever this emperor energy is, they might have planned to having a spiritual marriage with this empress reverse or something like that. Clarify that emperor energy, but their contract with this person's over because they can't be with that person broke. Something got illuminated. The sun, someone could have Leo in their chart. The Queen of Wands, they couldn't create an illusion, right? In order for their spiritual marriage in this cult to happen, and for them to get the money they were expecting. For some of these people, they were so ambitious and stupid. Some of these people actually took loans from loan sharks. They took out loans based on the money they were going to get on the return from sacrificing some of you all. They were so confident that they would be able to sacrifice some of y'all that they took out a loan. I can't think of anything more stupid or dumb than to take out a bank loan or take out a loan shark loan based off of thinking you're gonna sacrifice an anointed person. You must be stupid. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go up there to God. I'm gonna go up there to God, and yeah, I'm going to I'm gonna destiny swap with Siddhartha. And I'm gonna take out a loan based on all the money when I get all his power, all the things I'm gonna do and I'm gonna buy when I'm done destiny swapping with Jesus. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a destiny swap. I know I'm a prostitute and I suck dick for money, but yeah, I'm gonna do a destiny swap. When I tell you these people got an entitlement complex to the point of delusion. You got whole prostitutes out here that literally do nothing but suck dick for money and do black magic that think they can destiny swap with a whole Buddha energy. A whole Buddha energy. Where they do that at? No, I'm dead serious, y'all. I'm dead serious. There are prostitutes walking around out here, men and women, literally that think they can destiny swap with a whole Christ energy and a whole Buddha energy, which is the same thing. These are titles. And it just simply means you're an enlightened person. And enlightened just simply means that you have consciousness and awareness of love, which allows you to have a better perception of life and a bird's eye view, not just on the physical realm, but you can see into the spiritual realm as well. Okay. You have an elevated, spiritual, enlightened way of living, a higher, enlightened, elevated, spiritual way of living and loving, where you balance your spirituality and your practicality. Okay. You're enlightened. It's that simple. Okay. So whoever these people are, this Cancer energy, this masculine could have Aries in his chart. He thought that he was going to get into a marriage if he could get his energy and they were going to get rich. Someone took a loan out, a whole damn loan shark or a bank loan, based on the fact, and it doesn't have to be Aries. This could just be a older masculine. Somebody took out a bank loan that they used you, high priestess, or your energy as collateral. Okay, because they were so overly confident in themselves. Because demons are stupid, and everybody's stressed out right now because they can't pay their bills. You ain't going nowhere. You went through an upgrade. The rapture hit, and they're not on the same frequency as you. And these people are running around like chickens with their heads cut off. No, I'm not going to tell that story this morning about that water bug that committed shuish, you know what, kuakide. I'm not supposed to say that word on YouTube. It was just a spiritual sign that I saw, and they don't want me to talk about it. I want to, but it's a part of me that don't want to talk. I got a spiritual message and download, y'all. I'm going to just keep it real. I saw a cockroach or a water bug. I don't care what you want to call them. A huge water bug. And it made eye contact with me. Yeah, it did. It made eye contact with me. It looked me right. I know it was spiritual because it walked to the edge of a step, a bench. It was on a bench, right? When I turned the light on, shut up. And it stopped and it turned around and made eye contact with me. It looked at me. And then it jumped off, but it was taking his own life. I could see it. I felt its energy. He started off running and he stopped at the edge and he looked up and made eye contact with me. You bitch. And then he jumped to his death. And I know, I know he was taking his life. I know he was. It was spiritual. It really was. And I know you're a QUAN. Okay, you always be. No, God was showing me something with that water bug. He was. I watched him take his own life. Okay. It was a sign. These people are so pissed off with you. These people literally want to take their own lives right now. These little cockroaches, that was a big one. But they want to take their own life. They never thought in a million years that they would be in retreat. This Cancer energy right here got real reckless with you. This is who the butterfly message is with. Someone has a strong Cancer placement in their sun, moon, or rising that thought, if they did death spells on you, morning, noon, and night, morning, noon, and night, morning, noon, and night, death spell, death spell, death spell, they would wait for you to cry out and be like, okay, because they monitor you. When they hear you be like, okay, y'all can come toward me. I'll accept your offer. I can't take it no more. I can't take it. Somebody thought that your ass, if they just bombarded you day and night with spell work, that eventually when they heard you crying out, I can't take it no more, it's just me by myself, and y'all are bringing all these people in on my ass to do death spells on me, I can't take it no more. Somebody literally thought that that's when they were gonna walk in with their chest out and be like, she's ready for me to make my offer. Whew, I knew if we tortured her enough, eventually she'd be ready. Yeah, we monitoring her through the phone. She said she's ready to take our offer. All right, let's go on in there. These people stupid. Child, let me tell you, they didn't send. They didn't went to California and brought Colombians in on my ass like I'm fucking Scarface. No bullshit. I promise you. Do y'all know that as of recently for this Lionsgate portal, they were like, now we can't fuck this up. So I don't know. Maybe they got some. What do they have? Some kind of spiritual gangsters, Colombian spiritual gangsters in LA or in California. Child, I ain't lying to you. Over this Lionsgate portal, they sent somebody from Colombia, that's possibly from California, toward me to do a death spell on me. Child, I laughed so hard. That shit was funny. Because I'm like, these motherfuckers really think I'm a spiritual Scarface. Because I was like, I can take all of you. I'm like, in the name of Jesus, 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 Jehovah, 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 in the name of you, child. I'm not lying, y'all. Do y'all know that they went all the way and recruited some Colombians to come and do a death spell on me from California? No bullshit. And then when the death spell didn't work, and I went to Stone Mountain to skip and dance with my headset on and shake my booty like I always do, in nature, because it's the Lionsgate portal, and I wanted to be in nature dancing and singing and visualizing what I'm manifesting. They had them motherfuckers with California tags, Colombians. They had straight black hair, like Asian people have that straight black hair. These were some Colombians that had some real straight, and I know they watching me right now. Yeah, I'm giving y'all confirmation, bitch. I saw you. Um, they followed me. They followed me. In they was like in the same corny ass black Elantra, who stays and is squatting up the street from me. The same white Camry, the same white Toyota truck. And then the Colombians, I think, were in a Honda, a gray Honda, or another vehicle. I'm trying to remember. It was the usual people that follow me, but and then someone had the police come follow me around, but it was for protection. So it's something going on with me where people know that people are actively trying to take my life. But when I got in Stone Mountain and I was, skipping around and dancing and having a good time, solo as usual, they actually, along with the usual suspects, because it's an eyelash bandit. It's an ugly eyelash bandit that follows me in a black Elantra that is squatting in a house right down the street from me. That follows me everywhere with a McDonald's sandwich in her hand everywhere. And I wish she would just put the McDonald's down, drink water, and eat something healthy, get out that car and maybe walk, exercise. It'll, make her feel better about herself. Instead of investing in 10-inch eyelashes and communicating in Morse code to the other eyelash bandit gang stalkers. Bleep, 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 bleep. We're at Stone Mountain. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Quick, dispatch the other eyelash bandits. Bleep, 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 bleep. Because them hoes communicate with them eyelashes through Morse code, bitch. They do. Y'all didn't know about that. Those are archons. Bitch, listen to me. Those are archons. Those are demonic archons with them eyelashes. Listen to me. I'm not talking about the ones that look pretty. Whatever. There are archon demonic spirits, and it's a cult. And all of them have the same length eyelashes and the same thickness. It looks unreal. It's very long and thick, very unrealistically, like ridiculous, like clownish. It looks clownish. And all of them get their eyelashes done at the same place where they do witchcraft at. And they got secret chips in those eyelashes, and they communicate through Morse code so that they can't track them on the phone. And they blink their eyes, and that's how they pick up on your locations. Blink, 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 blink. And you'll see them with McDonald's wrappers when they're in their hands, because they're usually going to be finishing off a McDonald's sandwich while they're driving around following you and drinking soda. They're very unhealthy. But when I was skipping around, my eyelash bandit was following me around looking dirty. And the usual suspects, but there were some Colombians that were following me with California tags. And the reason they came up there is because their ego was shattered, because they brought these people in because they know how to do work. They didn't, obviously they had to recruit them because they really, really felt like they could put some work in. Like, no, this is guaranteed. This is special. This Lionsgate portal, we can't just trust it to anybody. We're going to have to make sure we get somebody that really, really knows what they're doing. So I don't know, maybe they got something going in Colombia, but they brought this hoe in from Colombia on my ass. And they were so cocky. You should have seen them, even though they look like penguins too. And they waddle when they walk from side to side. They got that typical SpongeBob shape going on. And they were waddling, like penguins around my neighborhood, throwing black magic at me and shit. And then they followed me. They did follow me to Stone Mountain. And every time when I finished with walking around and singing, I decided to sit by the water. And then all three cars followed me by the water to do magic and park around me. And I just moved to another spot. And then the police drove through and they scattered like roaches, because they're following me around everywhere I go. And the Colombians followed me again. Child, I'm not going to draw this out. My point is, bitch, they brought Colombians in like I'm Scarface. And I guess you can say I'm the spiritual Scarface. Yeah. What did he say? What is his famous line? I can take all of you. I can take all of you. What did Scarface say? Oh my God. When he was standing up on the thing and he had the gun and he was like, come on, I can take one. Y'all remember. Anybody that ever watched Scarface a million times like I did back in the day. But yeah, they brought Colombians in during the Lionsgate on my ass. They brought them. And then the only reason they followed me to Stone Mountain was because they thought they were like, oh, tonight is her last night. Trust me. Oh, we brought the real Queen Bee, so and so, and she has straight black hair, and I was just looking out my window at them, and I was just laughing like, child, bye. You must not know. You might not know, but it'll be entertaining to watch. And then when I woke up in the morning, opened my door and turned my speakers on and started dancing and putting my butt like up and down doing my dance and shit. They felt some kind of way like, oh, bitch, oh no. And they started throwing more death magic at my house like, oh my God, you wasn't supposed to wake up. And then they followed me. I cooked. I did everything, got everything out the way in the morning. I cleaned, I cooked. And then I went to Stone Mountain and then they followed me. So either way, after recklessness, I just wanted to put that out there because it's a funny story, y'all. They got Colombians. They brought Colombians from California, y'all. They brought some Colombians, or they had California tags. They were driving North Carolina tags and California tags. But I just laughed at them because I was like, ciao, bye. So either way, I told y'all, Black women are energy harvested. All women are can be targeted for this if you're a healed woman, but Black women are the most because of our phenotype energy harvested, and that's why they get all these other cultures and races all to work together. All these Asians, Hispanics and South Americans and people from islands and other places, Philippines and Vietnam. Like, come on, let's all gang up on the Black Battery. Okay, that's what they do, and that's why some of us. We're not isolated because we wanted to be isolated from our families. It's because our families, like idiots, don't have no kind of loyalty. And instead of us banding together as a people to revere and respect the women that have the divine energy, the real matriarchs in the family that have real power to make the family wealthy and rich. These sellouts, much like we were slaved, much like we were sold during slavery, these sellouts in our families, some of them men, some of them women, that only have self interest, that only want to become independently wealthy for themselves, and go live a life of self indulgence, that are self serving, just like how we got conquered because our people have no loyalty. They tried to do the same thing that they did during slavery. The spiritual women in a lot of our families that are targeted to be isolated, they're sacrificing us and isolating us in communities surrounded by other races of people to energy harvest from us. And they're telling them, don't worry about that Black woman right there. She don't have no protection. We got permission from her family to isolate her, and we paid her family off. So you could do whatever you want to her. Go ahead toward her. Y'all can all do spell work on her. Y'all can gang stalk her. Y'all can follow her. And if you'll notice a lot of these South American, if you're being targeted, these little Asian men and different cultures, they walk up to you trying to get bold in a certain way. The reason they're doing that is because they've been told by the people that had these cults that it's okay to go up to you and bully you, because don't worry, there's no Black man around, and no family, no women, or nobody that's going to defend them. We sacrifice that person. You could do what you want to them. And that's why they feel emboldened to come toward a lot of us and walk up on a whole lot of us, and follow us around in a car and pull up next to you like with stupid smiles, like we're gonna kidnap you, and be on that dumb shit. Because just like during slavery, some of our dumbass people sold us, not knowing that people don't respect people that sell their own people. They think that you're stupid, and that's the reason why you lose power and respect. Is the same way they're doing today, in trying to sell the Black women in their families that have all the spiritual power, and they're dumb because y'all are the most protected. You're the one that was spiritually protecting your whole family. You're the reason that your family can manifest abundance, but they thought that they could just sell you and have you isolated by a whole bunch of cultures that would come toward you to punk and bully you. But the beautiful thing about it is a lot of these people in these cultures, they're mad right now because they're like, you told us that we could do whatever we wanted to her, but every time we go toward her to do something, we get scared because she looked like she's gonna pull a gun or she's gonna fight us or something. Do something, and you got a bunch of coward ass Black men and Black women that told these other cultures, no, we sold her. She's your human battery. Go ahead, and you could do whatever you want to her. You could sexually assault her. We're not gonna stop you. That's what these coward ass Black men and Black women in our families have done to us. We didn't. It's not because we did anything wrong, or we don't want to work together with our own people. They sold us because of our energy, to be a human battery. Okay, and for these other cultures, these men to do whatever they want to us. They're continuing a form of slavery. You understand? But the beautiful thing about it is, when a lot of these men come towards us, for some of us, I know for me, with that energy, like they already told us that nobody's coming to save you and we could do whatever we want to you. When they come towards us, I'm like, well, bitch, come on, get out that car, ho. Get the fuck out that car. They told y'all that we don't have protection and you could do what you want. Get out the fucking car. Get out the car. No. Go ahead. Come on. Come through my window. Do what you want. Come on. They told you. They gave you permission, and they said you could do whatever you want to us. Come on. Come on. And they kind of look like, she doesn't look like she's scared. No, bitch, we not scared. We ain't never scared. Come on, bitch. I saw a woman, and we don't like to be in this masculine energy. We don't like it, but we will if we have to protect and defend ourselves. We don't like being in this masculine energy, but we've had to be in this energy since slavery because of traders that were willing to sell our people, to sell us off, idiots, to make slavery exclusive to Africans and indigenous Black people from here. You understand? Idiots. Idiots. So, like I said, it's so funny to see them because it's like they're like, we told you you could do what you want, and they're afraid to do it. Because it's like when they come toward you, you like, come on, ho, get out that car. They told you, my family told you you could do what you want to me, so get out the car and do it. Come on. And they look at you and they can see God in you. They can see God. And they can sense your spiritual protection. They might be able to sense your guns too. I don't know. They might be able to sense you got something on you, you holding something. Because unfortunately, a lot of Black women have had to operate in masculine energy because of the disloyalty of our people. We cannot operate in our divine feminine energy because we've been not left with no protection. We started off with no protection for the fact that we were sold into slavery. So we're used to being in that energy that we don't like being in. A lot of us would love to be able to be and operate in our feminine energy, but we can't do that because we always have greedy family members that are willing to sell us off to anybody so that they can have their own money in their pocket and go skipping off in the sunset. I know that's what happened to me, but I wish a motherfucker would. Child, I'm telling you, they be walking up to me like, ain't nobody around you. We gonna do it. Well, and I be like, well, do it then, bitch. Do it. Do it. Look. When they like, we driving, we walking behind you, and I be like, here, I'll stop walking. Matter of fact, bitch, I'll walk towards you. Hey, I'm right here. And then they'll get a goofy smile and walk away in the other direction, like, oh shit, this bitch ain't scared. That must mean she holding something. Yes, bitch, I am holding something, and bitch, I'm waiting. Child, there was a woman in the Bronx that I saw a funny video of, and it was some teenager. I think he might have been Dominican, Puerto Rican, or something else like that. And she was a Black woman, okay, and he was going to steal her vehicle. He was going to steal her vehicle, and I guess she wasn't the right one to play with because by the time the police got there, she fucked his ass up. But it was so funny, and it's not funny because that sister don't want to be in that energy. She would like to be able to relax and just be a mother to her children and be in her feminine energy, but she can't. And this young man thought oh, look, she's all by herself. And she got a nice car there. I'm just going to go take it from her. I'm just going to go because I see she doesn't have protection. And people don't respect Black women in this country. I'm going to just take my goofy Dominican ass over there or whatever he was, Puerto Rican ass over there. And I'm going to go ahead and do this because I see she don't have protection. And these people don't know how to work together no damn way. Let me go on over there and take that car off her hands. And he walked over there and tried to take her car, and she grabbed him by his throat. That day, she was like, no, I just washed my car. And I washed it myself. And I got to go pick up my kids. And I just went grocery shopping. Nigga, you lost your fucking mind. She grabbed him he was bigger than her. She grabbed him by his throat and she threw him on the ground and put him in a headlock. And she started punching him in the head. I was like, oh shit. But then again, that's when you have to work real hard for your money, and then you had to wash your own car with your own hands and go grocery shopping, and you got to go pick up your kids by a certain time. It'll make you do that because you don't have time. You don't got time. You just don't have time. You don't got time to be playing with people. Some be like, well, you should have just gave the car to him. Did you not hear me say? I just got one day off of work and I work hard. I just went grocery shopping. I just hand washed my car. And I have to pick my kids up by a certain time. I don't have time. I don't got time to give him this car and to play these stupid ass games. He had a weapon. I got a weapon too. Ciao. By the time the police got there, she was like, "Oh, he all right." She was on the ground and had him in a headlock, and he was crying and screaming for the police. He was like, "Call the police! Call the police! Call the police!" And she was like, "Oh, it's okay. I just had to do what I had to do. I had to." And it's a shame because I know she don't. She don't. You think she want to be on the ground with a man? No, she doesn't. She had to do what she had to do because she just went grocery shopping and she had to pick up her kids by a certain time. And she only had one day off. Whoever this Cancer energy is, they were in some very reckless energy. Okay. They were very destructive in trying to hurt and harm you. Okay. And they didn't see that you're a butterfly. You are a transformed butterfly, and they're not going to be able to ever move forward with you by trying to hurt and harm you because you're hyper spiritually sensitive and you know that this person had bad intentions for you. 222 in my lights right now, everything is balanced out for you. Whoever you are, you're the butterfly. And this is someone that does not know how to catch a butterfly. They think that you have to catch a butterfly and not attract it. And they just keep thinking of ways to catch you. They're thinking of different cruel ways to catch you because they want to rip your wings off and they want to take your wings in their hand, your delicate wings, and they want to crumple them and squeeze them and go like this with it and rip them off one by one. They're that evil kid in Toy Story that would rip the heads off of dolls and toys and put them together with other things. This person, and with their disgusting, destructive mind, they can only think of ways to try to hurt you and torment you, hoping that eventually you'll take an offer from them. How else do you get a woman to heed you? How else do you get a woman to pay you, get a woman's attention besides hurting them? So whoever this Cancer energy is, they don't understand you don't hurt a woman emotionally or physically or financially to get her attention. Especially, that's not how you catch a butterfly. You attract a woman. You connect with a woman. Okay? You don't capture or trick a woman. You connect with her. You connect with her mind. And if your mind is not in the right place, you cannot make the connection. They have no effect on you because they're toxic. Okay? They're part of the same code, this Aries and this Cancer energy. Sagittarius could be here too. Whoever you are, you remain balanced. They can't hurt you. They don't have any power. Okay. The 10 of Pentacles reverse. They can't get your energy, and they're not. They're going to die broke, sick, and miserable. Just like that 5 of Cups reverse. These people are sick about you transforming into a butterfly. At one time, if anybody was able to access you that was targeting you, it's because you didn't finish your transformation. So you were on the ground and you were reachable, but you had the markings. They saw the qualities in you of someone that was going to be great. They could see those caterpillar markings on your body, and they were like, "Oh, we have to get them before they transform because this is somebody that has potential to transform." I can see all the potential inside of you based on the markings, that's on you, on your body. At one time, when you were on the ground with this worm or any worms in your life, it was because you were younger, okay? And they saw the markings on you wherein you had potential, but you were still, you had not gone through the cocoon and transformation yet, okay? So they still had an option to have access to you because you being on the ground signifies your self esteem isn't or was not completely where it should have been just yet. But you were in the process of going through a transformation and you had not got there yet. Hence why you were on the ground and reachable to these person. Like all of us are on the ground in the beginning because we're born as babies here on earth and we crawl before we can walk. That's part of the transformation. You crawl before you can walk. But once a butterfly takes flight, its feet never touches the ground again. That could be like your north node. So they had to stop you while you were still on the ground because they saw so much potential in you. So they were doing everything hoping that you didn't see those beautiful markings they saw on you. Because with your eyes as a caterpillar, you couldn't see the markings on your back. They could. And they wanted to stomp it out and stop you and convince you you were a worm, but you were a caterpillar. They knew, oh God, if they go through this transformation, we'll never reach them again because a worm will never be able to marry or come together with a butterfly because a butterfly is in the air, a worm is on the ground. So if they couldn't get you while you were still on the ground, they would never have another opportunity. And that's what's going on right now. Someone could be an Aquarius that might have to rebuild their life because they took a loan out or something of money because they were so hopeful that this would work. And they were thinking with an old mindset. Somebody was thinking with a very old mindset because I feel like this Aquarius energy is someone much older that's used to gaslighting women about being married and the ability to attract a husband as if you're a slave or something, waiting to be auctioned off. Like, oh, well, everybody was sold except for you. And the reason that you wasn't sold is because don't nobody want you because you wasn't good enough, because you didn't look like this, or maybe you just don't know how to keep a house and be a good maid. Literally. Respite care. Somebody might be about to go into respite care. Somebody literally was, this Aquarius is probably an older man, a much older man that could gaslight women back in the day that were single as if it was a bad thing. That would gaslight the cat and plant lady about having cats and plants and not having a man. Yeah, that's the reason why you still single. Look at all these women. They married. And they crying every day. And they got all kind of diseases. Husband got a whole second and third family, and they being tormented, tortured, and their husbands trying to keep them in check with their self-esteem. They don't have time for self-care, and they get out of shape because they have to pour all their energy into that husband and them kids they pushed out for him while he gaslights her and makes her miserable. Ciao, bye. But this is the generation that Aquarius came from. And he gaslighting you about being single. Gaslighting, he thought that you would have won. Like, oh, they're going to feel like they nothing when they can't get a husband and everybody else got one. Ciao. It is 2025. When you don't have a husband or a wife in 2025 because everybody around you is toxic, it means that you love yourself. That's what it means. It means that you are healed and you love yourself, and you're not going to, you love yourself enough not to give access to people, places, and things that are toxic for you. Let's go. What are the messages? Okay. Lemon car and how. Take a bow. Somebody that was playing stupid gaslighting games that put on a world-class performance that might be in a financially codependent relationship. There we go. That's it right there. That is it right there. Somebody was gaslighting everybody. This could be a feminine because she's in a marriage where she's financially, if this is, it could be a man too, but I feel like it's a woman. There's a woman that, or a man in a financially codependent relationship or marriage that's been gaslighting everybody and puts on a world-class performance with everybody that might be having car troubles right now. Lemon car. They want me to talk about how something was done. Okay, 3 more. I saw a cockroach take its own life. I'm telling you, I saw it. It wasn't a normal jump and run like it's doing a triathlon to get away. It wasn't that. It jumped. It was like, I hate my life. I can't take this anymore. It jumped to his death. It was not the triathlon Olympic run. It was, this is it. It's all over for me now. It ran to the edge, looked back, made eye contact with me, and just jumped and was like, I'm done. It took its own life. How? Holy Spirit. Mm. Let me see. It might not be in here. Oh, okay. They was looking for the card. Okay. Okay. Somebody accessed your home when you was gone. Okay. That's what it wanted. Because nothing would come out. It was looking for the card. Okay. All right. Somebody accessed your home when you was gone. Mm-hmm. Who we talking about, Holy Spirit? Somebody that was trying to cause an illusion. Here we go. I knew it was something. Somebody accessed your home when you was gone. Here we go. Because they wanted to look for something. The Ten of Pentacles. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. The Chariot reversed. Somebody couldn't move forward with something. Somebody was going to steal something out your house, but they had a tower. So somebody accessed somebody's home when you were not there because they were looking for the Ten of Pentacles. Child, a King of Pentacles. All right, let's jump into this. Let's see who went in your house. I want to know if it was someone in the government. I want to know who accessed your house when you wasn't here, honey. Let's see who. Oh, in the NSA. Okay. This is because they watch you. This is why they watch you 24 hours a day. The reason they watch you 24 hours a day and they isolate you is so they know when they can access your home. They know when they can go inside your house because they know when you're on the other side of town. And if you're someone that lives alone because you're isolated and they want to spend time in your house doing something, what they will do, and I don't care how many locks you have, they have huge magnets. They have huge magnets where they can just turn and open your lock. They have broken my back door lock because they use that magnet to unlock my door so many times. It's a huge magnet that they turn to unlock your door. And they've used it so many times that now my lock is broke and I can't lock and unlock the door. I have to jiggle and jiggle and jiggle it to do it. Okay. But the NSA, what they do is when you're being targeted, these people, they let the people know when exactly where your locations are at all times. And when you're on the other side of town or somewhere else, they want to know how much time they have to go in your house and do whatever they're going to do, poison your food, whatever. And then what they do is if you're on your way back home, they will create a traffic jam. They'll block you. They'll find a way to stop you quickly, have the police close the area off and keep you there as long as they need you to be there until they're done doing whatever they're doing inside of your house. Okay. So somebody went into your home while you were not there, someone that's in a financially codependent relationship, and they were looking for the Ten of Pentacles. Your family got someone that's Mexican. Oh, so somebody's Mexican. This could be someone Mexican neighbors. Somebody Mexican neighbors might have went in somebody's home. Oh, looking for the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Because the third party is your family. Didn't I tell you? Somebody rotten ass family said, "Don't worry, they don't have no protection. We're not gonna bother you. It's no men in the family that's gonna come for you. Y'all can do what you want to her." Didn't I tell y'all? Because they tried to sacrifice you. Okay. You don't know this person. It's not relevant. Could have been anyone. So somebody got some Mexican to go inside somebody's home, or you are Mexican and this is happening to you. Take it as it resonates. Your family being a part of this cult work together with the NSA to track your locations, and whoever you are, wherever you were at for whatever period of time, somebody came into your house and they were looking for the Ten of Pentacles and they were going to rob you. What else? multiple people. A whole bunch of them came in your house. Multiple people. Don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Child, I think you already know these people come in your house. I don't know. One of y'all might already be in the process of moving. That might be the reason why they're accessing and coming inside your house. Clarify, don't let your left hand know. And trust me, if you live in a neighborhood that's mixed, that has a lot of South Americans, Mexicans, Vietnamese, Koreans, Japanese, Chinese, Black Americans, white Americans, everybody in your neighborhood is aware that people are coming in and out your house. All of them. All of these motherfuckers are completely aware because they're all helping and they're all on lookout. All of them are quite aware. They probably open the front door once you're not there. They don't care because you're the targeted one. You're the person in your community that's being targeted. So, yep, all of them just come on into your house once they get your location. They'll usually follow you. If you're driving in a car, they'll follow you. And once you get past a certain point, they'll call and be like, okay, y'all can go in the house. They're going on a long trip. And then they'll follow you to a point, and then they'll turn around and go back because they're going out far. You understand? Tell me about this. Don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Someone that took action. Someone, the Ace of Wands, a Cancer. So there was a Cancer behind this shit. Somebody could have a Cancer in their family, or there's a Cancer here that works closely with the NSA that told these people to go inside your house. Child, but somebody was aware. It got exposed to somebody. Who did it get exposed to? And somebody had to explain themselves or stand their ground. So they might have sent somebody that might be on your side around to your home to take a look and see what was going on. And they couldn't defend themselves. And they felt defeated because they tried to make an excuse or something for why they entered your home. And they couldn't defend themselves. Child, when I tell you, these folks are punks. They're punks. They look you right in the face, looking like idiots with stupid smiles. Bitch, why don't you go in somebody's house while they there? If you that bold with your punk ass, why don't you just walk in the door while that person there? With your punk ass. I'm sure it was a woman you did this to. I'm almost 100% sure that this is a woman that you did this to. So why don't you go up in that house? She alone. You know she's alone because she's targeted. Bitch, go in there while she there. It might be a Tony Montana type energy. Yup, acting like fucking animals. Go on in that bitch while she there. They didn't think right about something because they stupid and they couldn't recover. A Gemini Cancer. Somebody might have a family member. This could be a sister, a brother, an uncle, an aunt, a cousin. Somebody got a family member that's really sick. They could have Gemini and Cancer in their chart. They could be a Gemini Cancer cusp. Their birthday could be June 21st. This could be somebody's sister that works closely with the NSA. She might have low self-esteem. Okay? That might have gotten some Mexicans to go in somebody's house. They might have contacted a King of Wands reverse, a fire sign that might have been following you around anyway, that got a mental problem just like them, the devil, because all of them are working for a Capricorn trying to balance the situation. Child, people need to heal their self-esteem. People really, really need to heal their self-esteem because when you can't manifest anything for yourself due to your self-esteem being extremely low, because you don't love yourself, because whatever childhood trauma that you have going on in your life, you don't know how to sit down, take accountability, and self-reflect. You project onto others. These are the people that join cults and covens and will attack innocent people because they're jealous of your ability to heal. They're jealous of your ability to take uh, the bull by the rams, by the head in your own life, take charge. They're jealous of your strength and commitment to yourself. They can't do anything for themselves. So whoever this Gemini Cancer Cusp energy is, most likely they have very, very low self-esteem. Let me explain. I understand this energy because my own sister joined a cult. My younger sister joined a cult because she never healed from her childhood wounds. My own sister, see, when you have low self-esteem because you look like this as a child, you see this right here? This is my own sister, okay? Her name is Jessie Newford Wooble. You see her? Look at her. When you look like this as a child and people stuff donuts in your mouth 3 times a day, and you're raised by a parent that might have some form of mental disability, and you're traumatized by that, sometimes it can cause your personalities to split. My own sister that joined a cult, she joined a cult and she wears a mask. Y'all take a picture of this. She wears a mask of arrogance. I want y'all to see because we were poor. See, you see the shoes on her feet? That came from a homeless shelter. We didn't have clothes. We had to get our clothes from boxes that we found. We didn't have shoes that fit our feet. We had to try on shoes that didn't fit us, that people wore and threw in the garbage. That we were in poverty when we were children. You understand? We were in poverty and we had to pull our clothing out of trash cans. We had to pull clothing out of boxes. My mother ended up losing custody of us. We grew up in poverty. You see these dirty, filthy shoes she got on that don't fit her feet. All of us were like that. You understand? And because we didn't have food, and we had a friend that worked at a donut place, we had free donuts. So we ate donuts morning, noon, and night, or we ate out of a big pot of rice until we could do better. But sometimes when you grow up in poverty, it fucks up your root chakra. And due to a lack mindset and low self-esteem, because you might have looked like this, because you look like this in your childhood, because you didn't have healthy foods to eat, and because you got your clothes out of the trash, and because it's not your fault, but sometimes you can feel so ashamed and so embarrassed that you take on the arrogance, you take on a mask of arrogance whereby you just can't wait to get wealth by any means necessary so that you could look down on other people, so that you can pretend you come from wealth, so that you can pretend that you're rich and you're impoverished and everyone else is beneath you. I can't wait till I can get to a position, if I have to join a cult and suck dick of judges and everybody to get to a place of power where I can look down on others. It's because I'm ashamed of myself because I look like this. Because in childhood we were homeless and we had to and our shoes looked like this because we were homeless when we were kids. This is why I wear a mask of arrogance. This is why I joined a cult, because my feet look like this with dirty socks, and this is all we had. This was all that we had, and we got them out of a trash can. This is why I wear a mask of arrogance and act like I'm the head of some cult and I'm some high whatever, because this is what I dress like and this is what I look like, and I stunk because we couldn't afford any hygiene products. This is the reason why I walk around with a mask of arrogance and pretend I come from a wealth class when I don't come from shit. So like I said, somebody's family member that works with the NSA got some Mexicans to run up in your house. And that's what arrogance looks like. I just want y'all to see what arrogance looks like when you don't want people to know how you started out and you joined a cult so that you could bully other people and you had to suck a million goddamn dicks and take it up the ass, but you got married. When you get married to somebody, that has a title that's a part of a cult as well. This is what these people look like in their childhood. I want you to understand this is where these people come from. And what they do is they join these cults. And they join these people and wear a mask of arrogance and look down on other people and pretend like they come from wealth because they're so ashamed and embarrassed of themselves. And then they act like, oh, I'm married and dignified. No, you're a part of a cult and you're a part of a poly situation. And anytime somebody needs you to get on your knees and suck a judge off, to suck a judge or a politician off, you do it. Okay? These people are not above y'all at all. They have low vibrational energy. Because I know my sister then had to suck judges' dicks like it had the cure in it. Like it had the cure in it to be a part of the cult that she's in. But she wears a mask of arrogance. I'm a married woman. Well, me and my husband, we're from the wealth class. And both of us, ciao. They literally joined a cult so that they could move up and wear a mask of arrogance because they're ashamed of where they come from. Her and her husband. Both of them have had to suck dick. Both of them equally. But walk around wearing a mask of arrogance for people. Both of them have had to get on their knees and take it up the ass and suck dick, but walk around wearing a mask of arrogance for everybody, like they're so above everybody else. Joining a goddamn cult and going on real divine feminines trying to harness energy. The hell, child, come from foster care, come from having to bounce from group home to group home, come from mothers that have drug addictions, crackhead mamas. Both of them. But they joined a cult because they didn't heal their childhood wounds and issues from a lack. Their root chakra is bound up and locked up out of fear, of rejection, out of shame, because they came from poverty. And instead of saying, I'm not going to let this beat me, I will not be defeated by my circumstances, I will not be a victim to my circumstances. I'm going to put my fist up and I'm going to fight for myself, and I'm going to fight where I come from, not by projecting onto other people and trying to hurt and harm and harness energy from other people and cause other people to have financial imbalances and target other people to stop them from having a love life and stop them from having stability and living their life. Instead of healing, they project onto other people and try to destroy other people's lives in this cult that they're a part of, just like whoever this energy is with the NSA, so that they can wear a mask of arrogance and and pretend that they have what they have off of their own energy, when it comes off of other people's energy that are actually productive, that do positive things and are not out here trying to hurt people. But I just want you to see where it comes from. I feel like the Spirit of God wanted me to show y'all that, because y'all need to see where a mask of arrogance comes from. If anybody in my family is watching this and they are aware of my own younger sister and know, that she's a part of that cult with her husband, that they thought they were going to move forward by sacrificing me. And I wanted my family members to see that too. That's where that brokenness comes from. That's where that mask of arrogance comes from. It's shame and embarrassment that you look like that. But it wasn't your fault you looked like that when you were younger. That wasn't your fault. Somebody is not happy with the results they got. So there might be a Gemini or a Cancer that had some Mexicans run up in somebody's house when the NSA told them they got far enough from the house and they were going to try to rob you. And they might have even made a spiritual offer in your home while you were gone, whoever you are. This is somebody in your family that is financially codependent, in a financially codependent relationship or marriage that has low self-esteem, that got some random Mexican to run up in your house, whoever you are. Okay, they're complete wish fulfillment, but they could not balance the situation in whatever they were trying to do to you. Child, this is a type of energy that gaslights people. This is somebody that gaslights people a lot and might put other people down. This is the type of energy that will turn their nose up to everybody. They could be getting divorced and make people think that they're beneath them. But in actuality, they're actually the one beneath everyone else. I'm telling y'all, arrogance is something else. Arrogance is something else. The people that are the most arrogant, that want other people to be beneath them, the people that carry the most arrogance with them are usually the people that are the most carry the most shame. I'm gonna tell you that. The people that are the most arrogant are the people that carry the most shame, and they're the most embarrassed of themselves, and they have the lowest self-esteem. That arrogance usually comes from something similar to that picture I just showed you. That's where that arrogance comes from. They end up bullying other people that are happy because when they look in the mirror, no matter how much weight they have lost, somebody could have a sunken in face right now and could have gotten real skinny and anorexic. And when they look in the mirror, they still see that same picture like what I just showed you. Whatever they come from, that's all they see when they look in the mirror. They get access to a whole bunch of money to buy expensive clothing and put makeup on. But when they look in the mirror, all they see is where they come from and what they look like and how they felt, because they haven't healed and their energy is the same. And they wear a mask of arrogance using money and expensive clothing and cars and trying to rub elbows with wealthy people that are in a cult that do blood sacrifices to other people to put other people down, because when they look in the mirror, no matter how hard they try, all they see is where they come from. It doesn't matter what they look like today. When they look in the mirror, they all they can think about is what I used to look like and what I had when I was younger, and I'm so ashamed and I felt dirty and impoverished and shamed and embarrassed, and that's why I wear a mask of arrogance with other people today, and it feels so good to look down on other people. Yes, ma'am, dirty house. Probably keep a dirty ass house. What are the messages? Fuck buddy, clear understanding. Spiritual practitioner. Child, when I tell you we grew up poor, the only difference is some of us work hard to get the assets we get, and we do it the right way. And we heal and do the work that needs to be done to build a long-lasting, strong foundation for ourselves. And you could have a sibling that grows up in the same household as you, poor too, that don't have the same mindset of self-reflection and healing as you. And instead of working hard and getting up off their ass and doing it the right way, they join a cult. They join a cult instead. They join a cult and decide, I am going to get the energy from my sibling to manifest my abundance. And that's why it all falls down in the end. And they end up with nothing. Let's go. Spiritual practitioner. Fuck buddy, clear understanding. What are the messages? Following you to study biological substance injected inside of you. How? Earthquake. So we could have had an earthquake, or there's about to be an earthquake. Listen, there is karma. There is karma for all these experiments these people have been doing on us. You have to understand, there is karma for the things they have been doing, the operations that they have been carrying out secretly to inject people with things. I'm not going to go into it because they'll cut me off, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. But there is spiritual karma going on right now for a lot of sneaky ways that a certain person has been finding to inject in large groups of people certain biological substances so that they can study your biology and study you. And I'm not going to say how because y'all are smart and you already know. And I don't want them to cut me off for saying it because you know how petty they are. But there is karma for a lot of covert operations that have gone on to inject certain groups of people with biological substances so they can study your DNA without you knowing it, however that may be. There's a spiritual practitioner, fuck buddy, clear understanding. I feel like there might be a spiritual practitioner that needed somebody to have sex with somebody so that they could study you. I told y'all before, they want to do different things. They want to cause you pain, stick you with pins, measure the energy that's released when you have orgasms. If someone gaslights you or manipulates you or plays with your emotions, if they can incite anger, somebody wanted to be able to have some kind of breadcrumbing relationship with someone so that they could measure the energy released from your body based on a study they're doing on the responses to certain things they would do to you. You understand? And they want me to talk about how, clarify how. They keep sending friends and family to spy on you. Weirdos. Your boss or supervisor accepted a bribe to give you a hard time. Thank you. So they want to see with the some of you all do have a biological substance inside of you that you got at a time when either you were sleeping, getting surgery, or I'm not going to say it, you already know. Okay, you could have had eye surgery, you could have dental work, you could have been put to sleep giving birth, C-section, you could have had some interaction with a doctor or a needle at some point. But somebody has biological substance inside of them, and you are the target of a study. And they pay people to gaslight you at work, gang stalk you at work, or yell at you at work, and play mind games with you at work, because gaslighting causes your sacral chakra to bind up. Okay, when somebody gaslights you, I'm waiting for this commercial to end. Hold on. When somebody gaslights you, uh, it causes your stomach to tighten up, right? Just like when someone you know is lying to you, looks you right in your face and lies, especially in a relationship, and you feel butterflies or your stomach it tightens up. What's happening to you is it's putting your sacral chakra into a bind. Your sacral chakra, it governs your emotional body. You understand? So that is why when you're in a toxic relationship with someone, your money is affected, when your emotions are affected. Because when you feel your stomach area knot up and you don't feel good and you don't know what's going on, like in your pelvis area, that's your emotional body where your sacral chakra is. So when people are gaslighting you, you feel not at ease and you can develop a dis-ease because your emotions are all over the place and your muscles are now tightening up in weird places in your back and all over your body because you feel your emotional body is all twisted up and you're not at ease, and it's affecting your ability to work now and to think and to work and to do things. Somebody paid your supervisor at your job to yell at you or scream at you or gaslight you or try to invoke some kind of fear or intimidation, like you might lose your job. Oh, I don't know. Oh, well, I've been getting complaints that you're not being friendly with people. Somebody's supervisor at their job was paid money to do things to try to mess with your emotions so that these people could do an experiment and study the energy that's released from you with this biological substance in your body when you feel anxiety anxious or fear. So if you ever had a boss at work that was just finding reasons to scream at the top of their lungs and do something crazy or stupid, but you're in a situation where you need that job at that moment, and they are backed up literally by like the people that hired them, and you're like, this is crazy, I could take you to court for this. They know you don't have money for a lawyer or time to get legal help, or you don't have cameras, your phones are not allowed, so no one can record what's going on, or something crazy like that. They're studying you. That's why that's happening. Okay. And this is why sometimes you'll see, oftentimes, people go crazy and shoot everybody in a warehouse or shoot everybody at a job or something, because they've been doing gang stalking and these experiments on people for a very long time, where they'll gang stalk people that they're studying at a job, and they'll gang stalk them to the point of insanity and paranoia, and that person eventually loses it, and they'll literally go and just unalive everybody. Everybody's in on it. That's not out of nowhere. It's not random crazy people. Some of those people were targeted for gang stalking. Okay. They also are sending friends and family to spy on whoever you are, to try to make you feel anxious and paranoid. All right. A spiritual practitioner might have been also doing spell work. How else, Holy Spirit? But the whole point is they were doing all of this because they want to study a biological substance that was placed inside your body in some kind of way. They took a life insurance. Oh, okay. All right, whoever I'm talking to, they took a life insurance policy out on you. Okay. Somebody took a life insurance policy out on you. And their plan their plan was to, well done. Look at this. This was on my incense and it started burning. Well done. They were going to cook you. They were going to slow cook your ass. Yes, they were going to gaslight you at work and slow cook you until you were well done. And your family took a life insurance policy out on you, along with a spiritual practitioner, or one of these people took a life insurance policy out on you. You were injected with some kind of biological substance to study you, and they were going to gang stalk you at work and send people to spy on you until you became paranoid, lost it, and went crazy, and either took yourself out, or either you took yourself out or you did something crazy and hurt someone because they kept playing and following you, and you go to jail and you die there. Okay. They're trying to spiritually disarm you with anger by arguing or conflicts so the witchcraft will work. Use the gray rock method and control your emotions. Do you understand me? So the whole point of your family sending people to spiritually spy and gang stalk you, and paying your supervisor at your job, or this could be a job that you worked at in the past, to give you a hard time, is to spiritually disarm you with anger. Because if they can gaslight you or play with your mind, uh, or make you angry and gaslight you, if they can incite anger in you, anger will lower your vibration and create tears and holes in your auric field. And that will allow the spell work, if they do a death spell on you, to penetrate your auric field and to kill you and to take you out. So this is the reason why the witches and warlocks that teach witch warlock class, this is one of their lessons that they teach. Can you imagine a whole bunch of warlocks and witches dressed like Harry Potter sitting in the classroom, night school? It's very important to find ways to make them angry. You have to get them angry. You got to get them in their feelings and their emotions. But that's witchcraft 101, to spiritually disarm your target with anger. Because if they can make you angry at the airport, if they can make you angry at the grocery store, if they can make you angry in any interaction in your life, it'll spiritually disarm you and lower your vibration. So if you're being targeted, it is so important that you use the gray rock method to control your emotions. You can also be made angry by them blocking your technology on your phone. If you have important work, if you have to type up a thesis, if you work at a college, say, and you're a professor, if you're working on your laptop and they delete all your information, these are ways that they can incite anger in you without even having personal contact with you. It's important to use the gray rock method, not just with people, but with things that they use through technology to incite anger in you. Detach your energy from anything it's connected to that you can see they're trying to manipulate, and walk away and do something else, because it's witchcraft. Anger is a form of witchcraft when they're trying to purposely make you angry. So who took a life insurance policy out on whoever I'm talking to, please? Clarity. Oh, wow. This same Cancer. Somebody came in, the same person that sent a Mexican to go into somebody's house to rob them. This person has Gemini and Cancer in their chart. They also took a life insurance policy out on you. Wow. Because they were in their thoughts about getting the 10 of Pentacles. So somebody thought that they was going to get the 10 of Pentacles when your ass died. Ciao, bye. What else, Holy Spirit? Tell me about this spiritual practitioner. They wanted to win at all costs. Tell me about this spiritual practitioner. Somebody wanted to win at all costs. So I guess somebody was supposed to take quick action and kill you. The Knight of Swords reversed, but they couldn't plan nothing because you have protection, baby. The Ace, and you're closed emotionally. What's the Ace of Cups reverse? Or somebody's closed emotionally right now. Yeah, there's a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, that's closed emotionally, that was taking action on the ground to maybe follow someone and have them killed. Child, these people, when are they going to learn they don't have no power? When are they going to learn you don't have no power? Sit your ass down. You don't have no power. You don't have no power. I know you think you have the power. I have the power. Somebody grew up off of 80s cartoons and they think they have the power. You don't have no power. Sit the fuck down and heal. You don't love yourself. You're unhealed. You feel like you're ugly every time you look in the mirror because all you see is a worm face from all the weight that you lost. You feel like you look like a worm with spots all over your face. Go in the sun if you feel like your skin is pale and your face looks like a worm and you lost all that damn weight and you look sickly, like you look like an AIDS patient. Go in the sun. Gain some weight. God damn it. Nobody told your ass to stop eating. The hell is wrong with you? Somebody hates themselves and they're self-loathing. They hate the way they look. Every time they look in the mirror, their face, you know how you make a happy face? They make a sad face. And they can't recover because something got blocked or something got cut off they were trying to get away with doing. They don't have no effect on you. They can't get away with shit. The spiritual practitioner, someone they sent after you, they took a life insurance policy. This was a bad investment. See, a good investment would be to work on yourself. Work on yourself. You don't have no power. Child, I'm over it. Got more readings to do. We've been on 2 hours already. It's time to eat. You don't have no power. Sit your ass down. Shake the shit out of somebody. You don't have no power. You know how many times I gotta tell these fools, you don't have no power. You never had power. With your weak ass. With your punk ass. With your punk ass. Let's go. Y'all wanted me to say something else. What's that? What y'all want me to say? Someone's taking action. Yeah, I know they are. That's fine. Let them. I'm ready. I am ready. I'm ready now. I'm ready, 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 ready. Oh, they emotional. I'm ready, ready. Now give me a final message. Oh, yes, I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready. You better believe I'm ready. I'm ready. Good. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the live. Come on in the live with your punk ass. Come on in the live. Light that ass on fire. Final message. Somebody moving the calmer waters fast. This might be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody getting the hell on to win that up for their life. Somebody getting the hell on real fast. Like, no. Let me get out of here. No, don't go nowhere. Stay in my life. Stay in my life. The Empress reverse. Yeah, the Empress reverse don't want this fire. Jehovah, Jesus. You know you can manifest prosperity. Yes, calling on the name of Jesus. J is for the sound for the planet Jupiter. Contracts, wealth, abundance, prosperity. But somebody don't like when you call certain energy and names in the name of Jesus, Jehovah, Yeshua. Somebody getting the hell on. Give me a final message. This Empress reverse, she going on and get under a blanket some goddamn where. Probably threw a pissy blanket on her to protect her. Final message, Holy Divine Spirit. Something was a bad investment. We already know that. Yep, accepting an offer was a bad investment. Give me one final card to end this reading. Ooh, child, there's a hermit out here that has created a lot of burdens for a lot of people. Hey, you should have never come for the hermit. The hermit was in hermit mode, minding their business, drinking their water, but you came. Oh, I can feel you nervous. I know you can feel the power already. I know you nervous. I know you are. There is a Knight of Wands that's not getting their wish fulfillment. It's a fire sign. I see it twice. They're going to try to counter the prayer. Good. I want you to stay here for the prayer. Good. I got something for you. I got something for y'all. Please. I wanted you to be a part of this prayer. Come on. All y'all little witches and warlocks. Come on in, please. I welcome you. Yep. Please don't go nowhere. Do not go nowhere. I show gratitude right now for my collective of the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude right now for a righteous, stable mind. Let me turn these ads off because I know they're going to try it. Let me turn off these ads. Yeah, I know they're going to try me with these commercials. I got to turn it off. Yeah. Hey, we're still under the Lionsgate portal. So I want you to think and visualize what it is you want to manifest right now, because we still got till the 12th to manifest with for this Lionsgate portal. I show gratitude right now for this Lionsgate portal that has opened up, and for all of the beautiful things right now we are going to manifest. I show gratitude right now for my collective of the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude for the favor and protection over my life. I show gratitude for complete restoration financially, energetically, spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. I show gratitude right now for the banishment and total destruction of every witch and warlock in this live right now that is going to catch fire in the name of Jesus right now. I show gratitude right now For earth, wind, and fire, it fell on death. Yes! I show gratitude right now for earth, wind, and fire, both the group and the elements. I show gratitude right now for Christ Jehovah. I show gratitude right now for the Most High God, Yeshua. Oh, Holy One, the Moon, Lavana Nana, who sits at the head of Mercury, Koke, Anki, Venus, Enene Nogay, the Sun, Utu Shamish, Mars, Madin, Gugiana, Jupiter, Enlil, Saturn, Shabbatha, Nanerta. Right now, we show gratitude for waking us up another beautiful day. I show gratitude for the beauty of the sun and all other creations. I show gratitude for favor, health, a righteous mind, and divine protection and success today. I command with this verbal spoken contract of law and agreement right now that today anything that I speak, touch, seek to do, or accomplish will be blessed. It will manifest to the fullest and flourish. All things that I put my energy into and my mouth on today, it will prosper and it will be successful. Anyone that is destined to help will contact, locate, get through, and reach me today. Every door will open for me today, and every obstacle and the creators of challenges in my life are blocked, they are disabled, and they are ejected instantly out of my energy right now today. Right now, I command every blocked communication, mail, message, way, and passage to be forced open and made available to me. I command everything that has been hidden from me or kept from me to be revealed and exposed. Right now, I decree and declare by the authority and power of Christ Jehovah that any and all witchcraft attacks, every curse, every hex, every spell, every charm, every picture, every candle, every item in my abode, in the ground, above the ground, under the ground, buried in the ground, mentioning or referencing my name in situations, catch fire right now. Burn the ashes and scatter right now by the power and authority of Christ Jesus. Right now by the power and authority of Christ Jehovah. Anyone sent to affect my progress, my energy, my body, mind, or spirit, to cause any financial, spiritual, or mental, physical, emotional imbalances to my life, be ye canceled out, nullified, and neutralized, burst into flames and scatter. Be completely useless. Fall to the ground. Scatter. By the power and authority of Christ Jehovah, burn the ashes right now. I decree and declare right now every demonic contract that was made or attached to me last night in the dream state, on the astral realm, or any other plane of existence, every demonic cord, every demonic contract and agreement, every person that called on my spirit last night to try to bind me to any contract or agreement, let it be severed by the fire of the Holy Spirit right now. Let it burn to ashes right now and be rendered null and void. Contract canceled right now by holy fire. I reject every form of demonic oppression and bondage right now by the power of Christ Jehovah, Yeshua, Eao. Right now I decree and declare and dedicate this day unto Christ Jehovah. Light, energy, and fire encamp and encircle all around us as a divine barrier of protection from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet, that no other force can or may penetrate. Right now, I dedicate this day unto Christ Jehovah by that Kundalini violet flame of my holy fire. Right now, let nothing and no one stand against me. Umima, you are a consuming fire. I release Christ fire on every demonic spirit using any witch or warlock in my life right now. Catch fire and scatter! Umima, you are always on time. You will always abandon the 99 for the one. Right now, by the power and authority of Christ, I decree and declare, and decree. By the power and authority of Christ Jehovah, I release fire on every witchcraft attack being used on and sent to me and my collective of the highest vibration of love right now. burst into flames and scatter. Let every charm on or under the ground in my abode, let every evil altar, candle, picture, or item referencing my name's power, let it be nullified, neutralized, and completely destroyed. Let its power be banished and destroyed by the fire, power, and light of Christ. Yo! Yeshua! Abracadabra! I will create as I speak. Abachachin hoy, besamai mitino, sami kadis, mangista timta, fakade besamai in the hornet in the hu, bamadar to whom. Yalet in jerachin and sitanzade, badelachin and em yeker belin, inya yebidalun and yeker and deminel. What if atanam atag van kukafu, adeninenji, mangis yantanatana, hilim, mizganam, levele alamu, amen. Boxum, Bopsum, but Memphis Cadusum, and I'm locked. Amen. Boxum, Bopsum, but Memphis Cadusum, and I'm locked. Amen. Boxum, Bopsum, but Memphis Cadusum, and I'm locked. Amen. Let the forces of darkness right now, I command to get and flee from my life and around me right now. Scatter! Whatsoever ye shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. And whatsoever ye shall loose on earth, it shall be loosed in heaven. Right now, I bind every witch and warlock in this life. Every demonic spirit, every archonic spirit using every witch and warlock, every coat and coven to send any magic, any binding work, any hex, every bewitchment, every evil eye, every negative intention, negative energy sent toward us. We bind and contain your magic right now on the etheric plane, on the ethereal plane, on the astral, mental, physical, and emotional plane, on all planes. We bind and contain your magic, abracadabra, and we return it directly back to the sender right now. Abracadabra! We return all your spell work back to you. Let the intention of the manifestation that you wanted in our lives instead plant in your energy field and remain stuck to you in your energy field and manifest the outcome you wanted for us to you instead. I will bless them that bless you, and I will curse them that curse you. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and let those that love it eat the fruit thereof. Let death seize upon them, and let them go quickly into hell. Let every form of witchcraft and all of its effects right now burst into flames and scatter, be neutralized and nullified and completely destroyed. Right now, I bind every evil influence. I command you to get from my home and environment, and I command you to move from this live right now. I dismantle every stronghold of witchcraft with my words, abracadabra. I will create with the Hebrew word, abracadabra, abracadabra, the Hebrew word, abracadabra. We will create as we speak. I command every hex and curse, break right now. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Let every tongue that rise up against me in judgment be thou condemned. For greater is he that is within me than he that is within this world. Surely he shall deliver thee from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. Right now, I break the power of this witchcraft and spell work in the name of Christ Jehovah, in the name of Jesus. I decree and declare no power can stand against me. No power of darkness has or will ever have any power over me. By Christ's power, I break the force and power of every spell, curse, and charm that every witch, warlock, coat, and coven, secret society has over my life right now. Let every force of witchcraft submit right now. Bow down to my authority in Christ on every plane and be completely dismantled. Scatter! Right now, I renounce all ties to witchcraft sent to and at me by the power and the authority of Christ Jehovah. I break every tie, connection, and agreement with every and all enchantments of witchcraft pit against me right now. I neutralize and nullify every curse spoken. Split and remove the tongue of my cursor. Let their power be banished. Let it fall to the ground and scatter. Rendered powerless and ineffective. Let the effects of witchcraft on my body, mind, and spirit be reversed and undone right now. Right now, I decree and declare complete freedom and healing. I am completely restored to wholeness and divinely protected on every plane, from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet. Let every demonic spirit be chased from around me right now. Unima is a consuming fire. We release Christ's fire on every demonic spirit using anyone or anything to cause us any spiritual or physical or financial or energetic imbalance. Right now, we flood this prayer and environment with Christ's fire, light, and power for strength, speed, and impact. Mote it be, so shall it be. I decree and declare the sun will not spite me by day, nor the moon by night. I right now take authority over every witchcraft attack being sent toward me by sun and by moon. Let it burst into flames, fall to the ground. Scatter! I shall prosper and be in good health. Every pre-witchcraft attack, let it be cut off and diminished by fire. Every witchcraft attack going on in my life right now and in this environment right now, let its power be banished and destroyed by my authority in Christ Jehovah. I cancel every dark, evil projection into my life and environment and in this life right now. Let every force of darkness get and flee from around my home right now. Abracadabra, catch fire in the name of Eao, Yeshua, in the name of Yeshua, Jehovah, in the name of Jesus. Witchcraft powers sponsoring repeated problems and attacks, they shall not come to pass, neither shall it stand. Catch fire every waster assigned to waste my life and time. Scatter right now every projection of witchcraft over my health and energy. Scatter by fire right now. I command peace, strength, and tranquility throughout this day and throughout this week. Mote it be, so shall it be. Right now, I sever all portals and all energetic cords. I close all portals and sever all energetic cords that no longer serve me and fully reclaim my divine power, sovereignty, and light. May the blessings be. By the light of the eternal flame, I release all ties that bring me pain. From hex, from bind, from spell and chain, I reclaim my power whole and sane. Through ancestral lines, I now ascend all wounds and shadows. I transcend. No force can hold, no bind can stay. I walk in light, I clear my way. With sovereign will, my soul is free, protected by divine decree. By earth, by fire, by air, by sea, I am whole, I am pure, I am free. May the blessings be, so shall it be. Ashe! If any of y'all left your house, somebody that's targeted this weekend for any amount of time, it was a Mexican in your house walking around, several of them. They was going to rob you. I'm just letting you know. One of your family members that were following you through the NSA told them to go inside your house and rob your ass. And this is the reason it's going to be a death off of this prayer we just did. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. You see how I lit this incense and my ancestors wanted you to know. It put a mark right here. Bloop, it landed right there. It pointed directly at that death card. Rewind the video and watch it. That was a message. You saw it. Soon as we started the prayer, this incense, first well done. Somebody wanted to slow cook your ass. And you see when I lit this, it fell right on death, right on the mark. Just like that. And it stayed right there and was still burning, right on death. Somebody going to pass away before this Lion's Gate is over. And they will get a chance to come back and try it again, honey. Guys, stay positive. Stay high vibrational. Thank you for the prayer, for the manifestation. I hope y'all are ready. I hope y'all got your prayer oils ready. Oh, so look, I can't make it up, y'all. Look at that. I can't make it up. Somebody went scattering. Oh, yes. Somebody went scattering. It could be somebody that came in your goddamn house when you wasn't here. Somebody's releasing something because they know it's too much of a burden. Your God is too much of a burden for them. The Ace of Swords. Somebody's running Oh, it might be a Leo. A Leo might have got their back the fuck burnt during this prayer. Somebody's scattering right now. I'll be back. I need to eat and do another reading. That tried to get away with something. It might be a Leo that had some Mexicans come up in your house while you were out this weekend, if you was out being childish, and they were going to try to rob you. There's a Leo that got some Mexicans to come in your house. And there's a Gemini Cancer cuss that was working with someone at the NSA to track you wherever you went, and then told the Leo it's safe because wherever they're at right now, it's on the other side of town or whatever. And the Mexicans came up in your house. Yes, they did. The Page of Swords reverse. They were trying to curse you too. They might have. That's okay. If you just prayed in your house, whatever they left in your house, that shit has scattered spiritually. Guys, I love you. You are the best. You are going to manifest. If you're in alignment, whatever you've been trying to manifest, it shall come to pass. And what you're trying to manifest, it shall stand. I'm Quan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. I will be back.